What is up, Team Gang friends? Vin here. I want to say what's up to everybody. Everybody's in major anticipation. If you're anything like me and my family and everyone I seem to be speaking to, let me do this quick. We are really excited about this new year. So I want to say welcome. Listen, tonight we're going to be really fairly quick. Let me see where we are live. You may be watching this on a multitude of different places. There's a website. We have a team website. You may be watching us streaming there live now. You could be on Facebook, on YouTube, and even LinkedIn. So, you see what's happening. You see where this world's going. And I really want to get into it. It's usually on Monday nights we have a meet the team. We have the training. But we're so close to the new year. I just, it's all about what's inside of you and what you want. And, because everything else is apparent. It's all apparent where everything is going. So, you know what? I'll wait a minute or two or three and I'll get started. But just, you can't stop but notice what's happening in the world right now. And there's so many changes. And, like I just said, like we're literally streaming on multiple locations right now. The title of this was, 2020 is a new decade, a new year, a new decade in your life, in your business. I don't know whether you're a part of the business or not, whether you're part of any business or not. We all want to take it to the next level. And a lot of times we wait until the new year to do it. I'm guilty of it, right? Sometimes throw a couple extra dozen, maybe pounds on prior to the new year and then say, in this new year, we're going to really make a lot of changes. And a lot of people are going to do that. When it comes to business, when it comes to this particular company and this business and this team and these systems that are in place, and really what's going on in the world right now, it's all obvious. It's all obvious. So to talk about what's going on in the world right now, I think one of the captions I had up was about the rat race, and people working 50 years at 9-to-5 job for 50 years. And in general, I generally don't like say that because I don't want to knock people that are doing that. Most of us are, 95% of us are. I did it for 25 years as well. But mathematically, it's a challenge for a lot of people. So I really want to speak on a couple topics, and it's really what I like to speak about passive income, about owning and operating your own business, about, having a digital business in a digital world, having a business that we really disseminate information is really all we do. It's an industry, called network marketing, affiliate marketing, online marketing. But really, in essence, all we're doing is sharing information. And whoever can share the information at the highest rate of speed without getting themselves in the mix of it is really going to win. And so, and whoever, all the things, the consistency, and the work ethic and learning. But if we're really selling anything, we're selling an educational system, a business school, if you will. And that's what we have with our team. We have a business school that helps people understand the business at hand. Most people don't have a financial education. No matter how you look at it, they don't understand the difference between passive income, earned income, the difference between liabilities and assets, real assets. And, how much interest are they really paying on their home mortgage? Because most people, when you look at your monthly nut and you do the math, if you really do the math, most people are paying monthly on interest, on whether it's interest on their mortgage, interest on their car payment, interest on their credit cards, interest on student loan debt. And so those things, just in general, that's what's getting people behind the eight ball. And again, back to even if you have a great job, I was just speaking to a good friend of mine. Him and his wife together make $250,000. They both have very good jobs. They pay a lot of money for childcare, and he's wondering, like, where does all this money go? We're speaking about some friends of mine, both have master's degrees, very educated, academically educated people. But one of my buddies, I just pulled out a calculator and said, let's go through liabilities and expenses and after-tax dollars and where the money's actually going, where are the leaks, and see if you can change anything. And when all said and done, more was said than done, because you've got to have another stream of income in this world, and it's got to have a good quality of income. Most people can't. They know this. You can't. And I want to say what's up to the folks. Let me call a quick timeout, and I want to say what's up to the folks that are on, and I want to say welcome. So what is up, John Hunter? Welcome. I want to say hello. I want to say entering this new year with friends like Nick Campana and so many others. People are really, really stoked about this. So I want to say, what's up, Nick? Hey, Lisa, how are you? Happy New Year. I know you're excited, and I know you're really convicted on, going for this year and really making the changes. So I appreciate you. Tracy Cass, I mean, incredible leadership. Your leadership, you have a great team that's really growing in all different directions, and you get it, and you're a great leader. So I really appreciate you and everything you do. And there's, listen, this big, beautiful Bob Callahan. I know when you're on one of my lives, I'm allowed to call you Big Beautiful Bob, and that's how it goes. The name of the firehouse, right? And so I know. Did you do it? Did you do it, Tracy? Did you hit 5K? Can you just come on? I'm gonna, if you would, what I'm gonna do right now, real quick, and you can't even see what I'm doing, is I'm gonna send an invite to you, Tracy, if you can. I know it's like last minute or whatever else. But I want to congratulate you. I knew you would. I knew you were right there. I'm just going to send you a link. If you can jump on, great. If not, that's great too. I understand we'll have you on part of the show, anytime you can. So if you can, great. If you can, great. If you click the link, I'll see you jump on, and we'll just kind of bring you right in. So, what we really have is a fulfillment center, right? And so, we have Bobby Moore. We have another big, beautiful Bob Callahan. We've got Bobby Moore, excited for new 2020 goals. Bobby's got a team, another great team, growing in all different directions. Bobby, I appreciate you. You put me in connection with a lot of people, a lot of folks, and really great friends you have. Awesome stuff. Colin, welcome. What's up, my brother? What is good? All right, appreciate it. Listen, how awesome is this when you think about it, though? With all the crap that's going on in the world right now, we have people that are getting together, collaborating, and really going for their goals and dreams together. And this is really, in essence, when you look at a business, this is what leverage is all about. It doesn't matter how much. And Trace, we've got to really give it up to you for the 5K. I'll get into that in a minute. But congratulations. And I said it to Jen. I said it to Jen yesterday. I think Tracy's coming on now. I said it actually 2 days ago. Tracy's about to go 5K, and no one else deserves it more. She's very diligent, very good at this business. You know what? Let me just have Tracy pop on. Excuse me. As a surprise. If you could lower me in the background, I can't even. You got me in the background there?
Okay. Hey. Am I on?
You're on. So Tracy Cass. Listen, you and your cast of characters, your team, everyone. I want to say congratulations on hitting the rank of 5K affiliate. You're awesome, and you're just you're so coachable and so much fun to work with. That Jen and I both were saying, we're excited for you and where it's going. And so, hey, why don't you just share with people what you did, why you here, what you did, and what do you think of the system? What do you think of 2020? Whatever you got to say, please share with us.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Vin. Oh, my God. Thanks to you and Joy and Robert. Really, the three of you really helped me and my team get here. So, it's not just me. It's this whole great team that's been forming over the last 8 months. And, I'm so grateful that they've, kind of, hitched their wagons to me and you and Joy and Robert. And, it's just, I couldn't have done it without them. So I don't want to start naming names, but Debbie and her team and Nick and his team and, so many other just great customers too. I've gotten a lot of customers over the last, 8 months. So that's really, it's it. You can't do it by yourself. You have to have a team. You can maybe do 1K by yourself, but you can't go, further than that without having, other people that are serious about working a business, do it with you. So, but yeah, I'm all hot. I'm so excited.
That is, no, it's awesome. It really, really is. You have great people on your team. And let me ask you this, because the folks want to know, they want to know, what exactly did you do? Give us, because once you get there, you know how to do it now, right? So, so what are you doing to make this happen?
Oh my God. I mean, it's just still, I feel like I'm such a beginner, just learning. I'm still Joy, help me. What do I say to this person? And, like Robert Hollis says, you just try to talk to as many people as quickly as you can and say the least amount of words you can to as many people as you can. So I guess that's what I've just done, and just trying to expand my Facebook group too, because I didn't come in to my Daily Choice with that many friends. So over the months, I've been trying to, join different groups and expand my market that way. And, just reaching out to people, people that I hadn't talked to for many years, and, just letting them know what I was doing. And, with such a great product, you can't go wrong. It's kind of a no-brainer. And, I feel like right now it's like all of a sudden we're attracting more and more people that are like, professionals, real estate brokers and, mutual fund people and, accountants that are like joining my team. And I think it's because they happened, I don't know, hopefully I just caught them, but not just me, but other people underneath me have met them too. And maybe they're just at the right place, at the right time in their life where they see multiple streams of income is really the way to go. And even if they have great jobs, that's not going to necessarily, set them up for retirement. And like me, I got a kid in college and I don't want to have her, be, shackled with all these loans. So, that's like my why. And I think a lot of people, a lot of people like baby boomers who are just, seeing that their 401k is just not going to be enough to retire on, with taxes going up. So I think just people are just really attracted to this business model. So it's just trying to keep reaching out to people and following up with people. And that's, I don't know. It's a little bit,
I love that you're touching on these things, because this is what we always speak about. And this is like, we're looking for, because there's two things I do want you to expand on with that. But there's a couple things going on. And I think I spoke about this. We find out people's pain points and we solve a problem. And that's like in any type of business and anything. If our kids have a toothache, we want to solve the problem, right? Someone walks into a store for a pair of pants, we want to solve their problem. What are they looking for? And why do you think, like, how would you explain to the audience now, why is it? Why is it that so many people are coming to this type of model? Not necessarily even My Daily Choice, but just why are they coming here out of necessity? When we look at how how would you explain network marketing and passive income compared to earned income?
Right. I think people are sick of trading time for money. If you're at your job, you're getting paid for those 8 hours, and you really can't make more than what you're earning for those 8 hours. So network marketing, you're leveraging, off the efforts of other people that you teach and train. So there you can really start to build, wealth and also time freedom. So I think that's the attractive part of this business, is that you don't necessarily have to work as hard. You just have to work smarter with your time. And just build a network of people, whether they're customers or other affiliates that, are like-minded, that want to, that see the big picture and see that network marketing really is the way to build wealth and build freedom. So I think that's it.
Yeah, and you know what, too? It's like, and with business owners, because you said you were attracting business owners and accountants and professionals. Right. Business owners, generally, if you have a traditional business, there's a lot of trappings. Right, there's the overhead, there's the inventories, there's the payroll, the employees. There's a lot of moving parts, and if you want to expand your business, it takes more of your time and more of your energy and more of your resources. Right, where this business is actually the opposite of that. Where the bigger it gets, the less is required of you. Right. I mean, if you think about Robert Hollis, our team sponsor right now, who's just we can't say enough about him, right? But he's not even here right now. He doesn't know there's meetings going on right now. He's got multiple things happening throughout his organization, and so do we. Prior to coming on here, I'm watching team members and other personal franchises throughout our organization building their organizations, right? So so we can literally pull back less. Not that we want to, right. But that's the mechanism of this type of business. Why would you say that it's? Because you've seen a few network marketing businesses over the year. Why would you say that not only this company, but because of the technology we're using right now and the system that My Daily Choice has in place, do you feel it's different than it was even 2 years ago or 3 years ago?
Yeah. I mean, I've kind of been in and out of network marketing for the last 14 years. And this plan, this comp plan is it's like nothing I've seen before. It's really like it's a mixture of kind of like two different plans. So it's so generous, and the whole marketing system that Josh Zweigel, put together. And I understand like next week he's going to enhance it even more.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. So this marketing plan this marketing system makes it so easy for us. We just like plug people in, and they all these funnels and links and websites. So back when I started 14 years ago, we didn't have that. We'd have to type, an email and then decide how we're going to respond. And it was just so archaic. So this system makes it really like what they say, plug and play, just makes it so easy to build a business. I mean, it's still hard work. You still, got to do the work, but the tools are there that makes it easier for us to work.
Right. It doesn't, it's funny too. I was speaking to a friend today, came to do some work in the house. And so he says, you're good at those types of businesses because you're outgoing and everything else. That has nothing to do with it anymore at all. Right. Because of it's a funnel. So we're like really sharing information more so than ever. And it makes sense because it's the information age. I mean, when you think about the different social platforms. I mean, years ago, I know, network marketers had to, generally, and we do, you call people, contact people, do it that way. But now they're coming to us. It's a role reversal. And it's also like we had to go to people's homes and have home parties. I mean, I asked you to come on while we were on. This was clearly not even planned, right? So, and I appreciate you jumping on. And so, and you had mentioned that. Let me ask you this, switch gears for a second. People are coming here out of necessity, right? Because we know, like I've worked already 25 years, 9 to 5, and I've been retired from the city for some time. So I started this by saying, with the rat race and the 9 to 5, when we say that, it's not a disparaging thing to say. What it is, we're not looking to close people. We're looking to open them to realize, because like I'm 49 now. I'll be 50 this year, right? And everyone I know has been working that whole time, 9 to 5, and there's no end in sight. So it's turning out it is that work for 40 or 50 years at that rate, and people can't keep up with the cost of everything. It just simply doesn't make sense. So people are coming here out of a necessity. But there's another thing too. I want, if you can cover, Trace, the personal development end of this, and the business education that is in place, that's free. Do you think that has a lot to do with people wanting to be part of your business as well?
I think so. I mean, me personally, I think the last few months I've really worked on personal development and reading and listening to tapes and meditating. It was funny. I had this tape to my computer, 5K, and I was like, oh, today's the date. And I don't know why, when I wrote this a couple months ago, I don't know why I didn't put 31, but I put 30, and today's the day. So, I mean, I think, it's all about manifesting, and, so I think that for me, I don't think I really did that in my last company. I kind of dabbled in like the whole law of attraction, and I didn't really follow through on a lot of the readings and all of that. And, but this time, these last few months, I've really been concentrating on that. So I think that has helped me. But they always say like network marketing, it's sort of like it's personal development with a comp plan. And,
yes.
So I really believe that too. I think the harder you work on yourself, then, you start to attract other people to your business, and they attract other people. So you start to, it starts to just become this, snowball effect. But I don't know did I answer your question?
No, without a doubt. And listen, I'll just say, I'm going to go on the record right now to say that you are a very good sponsor for people. Like for people to get started with you, you really do. You do go above and beyond for your team with a lot of little things, and I see that. So you're a very good resource to have as an upline. We'll call it. You really are. So this is, I believe, why because there's a lot of very strong women on this team, a lot of strong men, and you've also brought into the business a lot of strong men, meaning that. Say, hey, I want to get in her business. She's very organized. She's squared away. She's a good sponsor. She's there. She's consistent. You're always on all the webcasts. So you're a leader, and that's what leaders do. And this is why you rank advanced to that leader position. So let me ask you this: on top of the personal development, how do you like the whole the business education that's wrapped in there?
Well, that's thanks to you, Vinny. Oh my God, you're the one that started the whole Team Freedom. So that has been educational for me. I mean, I never got that in my last company. Never had the hands-on kind of, mentoring that you and Joy and up to Robert,
Yeah.
are so nice reaching down to us. And for you having the whole business school, the Team Freedom training system, I mean, that is just, I think that is really key. That really sets us as a team apart from other teams. So, hats off to you for starting that.
Well, it's not even my information. It's information that we learn over it's the information age. We've had mentors over our lives, people like Robert Kiyosaki and Sharon Lechter and Seth Godin and Grant Cardone and Jim Rohn and John Maxwell, and none of which I've ever met, by the way, face to face. And so when you put that together, and because there's a lot of things that aren't taught in traditional education because it's not a requirement. Mm-hmm. And the difference between assets and liabilities, this is why Team Freedom is an acronym for Together Everyone Accomplishes More, and it's freedom. It's not about, oh, that's a catchy term. The difference between freedom and security is a world of difference. Mm-hmm. and meaning freedom and having assets that cover your monthly obligations, and then some. Like you said it before, you said wealth. You didn't say making money, you said building wealth is a mechanism to build wealth. It just flat out is you can't build wealth by working overtime. And another thing it's impossible to do. You said you work 8 hours and you go home. A lot of people work 8 or 9 hours. They have the commute in between. They're shot. They get home. They get families. People can't do it. They just simply don't have the time. And here, any other occupation can't do something else. In other words, you can't be a school teacher and a police officer. You can't be a plumber and say, you know what, I really want to open a Subway franchise. I mean, you can, but how are you gonna? You've got to come up with a lot of startup capital. There's a lot of risks there, and you've got to be there, right? A lot of people think maybe you're going to buy a Subway and where's the money? So this is the only thing that you can literally have the whole world in your hand right now globally. Mm-hmm. We have a global business without any trappings of traditional business. And we literally can expand in, other, counties, cities, states, and even country. We have literally a global business. So how excited are you about this new year? I got to ask you.
So excited. 2020 is the year, right? For all of us.
Yeah.
I just want to see all of us rank advance and, have all of us walking the stage in October in Vegas. So that'll be so exciting.
Yeah, too, we have Leslie on, we have so many folks on, Carrie's on. So the thing too with 2020 is having that clear vision, perfect vision, and Robert Hollis is brilliant in that his team, the name of his page is Vision. Vision is being able to see something without actually, create something without having it inside. And you did just that by having a sticker up of 5K on this day.
Yeah.
Right. And you did the things. So, tonight I really wanted to kind of, and I think the theme of 2020, for me at least, and what I'm going to get out to people is, education is one thing. On our Team Freedom training system, we have education. We have a lot more coming down the pike with, assets and liability, like a lot of real serious things, like how much, people don't know the amortization schedule on their mortgages. They don't know how much money they're paying in interest. There's a lot of little things. Most people don't see how much interest they're paying on their monthly obligations. They just don't. No one wants to see it, right? And so we just want to wake people up. And the term education, actually, the root of it is to extract from, right? And we want to, over this in 2020, one of my goals is to get it out of the people, because we all have the genius in us. It's the term genuineness. It's what comes from our genuine self. And, the world beats us down. I don't know where it happened. Somewhere between, because we want our children to read books, right? And you want your daughter to read, but you want them to read. And then somewhere now, so many people say, I don't read books. But meanwhile, it's a business education we have. And then people don't speak about finances. Like when we're kids, we say, I want to be rich. I want to be wealthy. I want to be this and that. I want to be a ball player. But somewhere along the line, people say, but that'll never happen. You can't do that. So we want to extract people's dreams and turn them into a reality. And we're doing it. So let me give you the last words on this company and why should people plug into the webinar that Josh and Jenna are going to have on January 2nd, and why should they immerse themselves? And not just kind of because you're a leader, you're educating yourself, you know where to find things in the back office. When you own and operate your own business, how important is it for you to be the owner and operator of the business?
Right. I mean, you really have to take charge of your own business. I mean, we work as a team, but we're all independent, and we're our own CEOs of our own businesses, or our own franchises. So, I mean, we have to take we have to take ownership and the responsibility to, really, work on our own businesses and educate ourselves and find out the answers, and not be lazy, but like go to the resources. And we have so many resources at our fingertips. So I'm so excited to hear Josh and Jenna talk about, I know he's been recording new videos that are going to go in the back office tour. So I think it's just going to help all of us and make it more streamlined. And, hey, it's a startup company, but it's not, it's 5 years old. They've been working on it, and they're so nice and so generous and so smart about they want to keep improving and keep making it easier for us in the field, to succeed. So I can't wait to be on that webinar.
Yeah. It's the company has, everything has been validated. That's what I love about this too. We're not speculating. Mm-hmm. We're not saying, this company's going to be the best. It already, it's got the Bravo Award. It's the fastest growing company in the space. It's a debt-free company. They've had the global expansion. Obviously, we have the stamp on this particular product, on this brand, on the bottle. There's so many things that we can get into. But I think by, at least from my perspective, extracting why we're doing it is the key. And, people are going to, like you just said, we have all the resources at our fingertips. We have everything in place. It's just a matter of directing people to the websites that we get for free, having them enter it, enter as a pre-enrollee, and then you're in. That's really, in essence, all you've got to do, So Trace, I want to say congratulations. You deserve it. You're really it's such a pleasure to work with. We did a 3-way Zoom yesterday. You have great people in your team, really great people. I mean, we had. I'm not going to start naming names at all but you really have good quality people, and there's not been a Zoom. Is it true? There's not been a Zoom that we've done that hasn't been fun.
Right. We have inside jokes afterward, but yeah.
Yeah, we do have some of those as well, right?
But all right. Thank you so much for all your help. I really appreciate it.
Listen, Trace, you rock. You rock. So let's catch up again tomorrow.
Okay, perfect. All right, thanks.
Thank you.
You sign me off, or do I have
to? I got you. Yep. So she's awesome, right? I mean, this is like really a lot of fun. Let me go here. Let me go like this. She probably doesn't know. You're off, Trace. We got you. So you can just X out. You're good. So anyway, look, I just want to, if you're watching this, right, and let's just say someone said, "Oh, you got to check this out," right? We're just going to encourage you to you have free access to the back office. That's one of the things that's really attractive about this is that you can look at the whole back office and everything else, right? But the reality is, and the title of this was, we're entering a new decade, right? And, there's so much change in this world right now, and good and bad, right? So many challenges, good and bad. I mean, there's people that are becoming billionaires, all right, that are walking around and then, in 30 years old, There's so many people becoming, 6 and 7 figure income earners. I'm not talking about in this company, right? Just in the world, right? You see, YouTube influencers or Instagram influencers. If you ask the kids of today, they want to be YouTube influencers. They don't want to be movie stars. People aren't even watching television anymore. I mean, so it's like, the radio came around, and then the television, kind of took over the radio, and the internet's has taken over the television for the most part. And there's a lot of noise, like if you look at the traditional media, everything is so sensationalized, and a lot of it's made up to get people's attention. They can't get people's attention anymore. So all we need to do is stay plugged in, because the world is our oyster. There's no gatekeepers anymore, meaning we have this show going on right now, and we didn't have to ask permission when you think about it, right? So we're utilizing social media, so these social platforms, and this is where people are. They're on Facebook. They're on Instagram, and we have systems in place between Facebook Messenger bots. Our team, Team Freedom, we have Facebook Messenger systems that are radical. That I was just talking to some friends today that are radical. So basically, you can use those for prospecting funnels that we have on our team outside of the company systems. We have personal websites. We have, this chat right now is going on multiple platforms right now, multiple Facebook pages, on YouTube. Soon we'll be able to do this onto LinkedIn, onto LinkedIn and to Instagram. So it's just beamed out. And when you think about it, you could be watching this recording. So we're in a place where we're entering a new decade, and the world's changed completely. So what are you going to do about it? You can change your life, and or you can look for yourself. You can get plugged in. And so if you're just looking at this, I would encourage you to take the free tour of the back office. And if you're on the team, I would encourage you to maybe rewind a little bit and listen to what Tracy was saying. And maybe it's time that you start taking the bull by the horns and being the person that you would dream about having in your business, because Tracy just said it too. She started attracting into her reality other success-minded professionals, and that's what's happening. So once you decide. The word is decide, right? Is to cut away from, is to decide to become a professional. You hear Eric Worre speak about this. You decide to become a pro. Decide to be the person that takes control and ownership of the business and changes the lives of their family forever. So thanks for tuning in, Team Gang friends. I'll see you guys at the top. I'll be back on a team page tomorrow just to give a quick rant. But if I don't see you, have a happy new year, and let's get started. I'll see you guys at the top. Let's go do it.